is a woman of faith. She's not some goddess. She's a woman of faith. And when the documents of the Church speak of Mary as a woman of faith, it is said that Mary progressed, that she grew on the path of faith. This means that her faith has grown. I think that this is the first example in which Mary can be a role model for us in our daily lives, in our relationship with God. Our faith also needs to grow. Our faith can also go through various trials, and we may sometimes feel that our faith is weak, but by following Mary and looking at her, we can come to the experience of the true faith which represents complete surrender. This concerns the relationship with God, but Mary can also be a role model for us in her relationship with people. I really like to focus on one detail of the event when Mary and Joseph lost Jesus and then looked for him for 3 days. When they found him, Mary asked Jesus, "Son, why have you done this to us?" Jesus said in reply, "Why were you looking for me?" In the end, the evangelist says they did not understand each other. Mary did not understand what Jesus said to her, and now follows what is wonderful. According to the Gospel, they returned to Nazareth. They kept going together even though they didn't understand each other. This is what we need so much in our relationships when we often do not understand each other. But even though we don't understand each other, we shouldn't reject each other, but we should keep on going together. Here is one beautiful detail of Mary's life in which she can be a role model for us. To me, Mary is always beautiful. She's especially beautiful to me in Cana of Galilee when, through her intercession, a very unpleasant situation becomes a beautiful one. And that always happens when we come to Mary and say, "Mary, the situation is bad. We have no wine. There is something beautiful missing in life. We're in crisis." I believe that Mary from heaven, from eternity, and the Church reminds us that she from heaven, from eternity, constantly intercedes for us as a true mother. A true mother never leaves her children, nor does Our Lady. She's always there to intercede for us, and that is why it is important that we use it to come to Mary in every trouble and say, "Mom, help, intercede for us." The more I live, the more I believe, the more I imitate the Lord, the more I strive to imitate Him, the more I realize that the most excellent form of piety is surrender. I honor God the most when I surrender to God, and that means when I trust in Him. Mary did it when she said, "Here I am." When she said, "May it be done to me according to your word." She did not understand what was happening in her life. What angel, what Son of God, what Holy Spirit. The Gospel says that she was greatly troubled at what was said. She was confused. But after that conversation with the angel, she said, "Behold, may it be done to me according to your word." She surrendered, she trusted, she relied completely on God. There are many such situations in our lives when we don't understand, and this is the right time to imitate Mary, to say, "Behold, may it be done to me. I surrender." Mary is such an important example for us Christians in life to love God like she does, to trust in Him, to love God, to rely on Him, to surrender to Him in His holy will. And then it is enough for us to say, "God, here I am," as often as possible throughout our lives, when we do not understand, when it hurts, when it is unclear, when it is dark. "God, here I am. I know that you are here. Here I am here for you and with you." We in the Church do not honor Mary purely just to honor her. Mary does not want that, and that is the quality of the one who loves. In fact, the one who loves is able to go to another place to forget himself. Mary does this permanently. When you come to Mary, and this also happened in Cana of Galilee, Mary said, "Go to Jesus and do whatever He tells you." Therefore, Mary is not just a role model for us. Mary is not only the one who intercedes for us, but Mary is also our teacher. She teaches us to look at Jesus, and when we look at Jesus, then we reach joy, and Mary teaches us to listen to Jesus because somehow Mary is always the one who points her finger at Jesus. Among the icons depicting the figure of Our Lady, there is one motif called Hodigitria. It is Mary holding the little Jesus like this and points her finger at Jesus. Translated into our language, into Croatian, it means "she who shows the way." Therefore, when Mary says, "Do whatever Jesus tells you," she shows us a good way to live.
Dobar put za naš život. Hvala vama.
Thank you. I'm always glad to talk about Our Lady. It's never enough to talk about Our Lady.